Hey, what's going on there guys, it's English P3D back here with another video. So today we'll be doing a subscriber requested flight from San Francisco to Salt Lake City. It was requested by Joey underscore 9901. He's also another admin on the Flight Simmers Discord. And yeah, he requested this route. And fortunately I had both sceneries. Oh, the lighting's weird. And I also picked up the copy of the 717. I initially had it from Hugo back when I had FSX, but I think when I moved on to P3D, then his serial couldn't work, so I had to get my own copy. And Siri just activated for some reason. Anyway, yep. Let's just get into the cockpit and get set up for this 1.5 hour flight. Flight plan has not been loaded in. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, back. Oops. Close the doors, which is closed. Not closed. Funny thing is that this door is not even big enough for the catering, so they should go and fix it. Anyway, we got external power from the ground power unit, which I will turn on now. Batteries to on, or battery to on, emergency power to arm. Oops, we'll align both the RSs. We have to turn on the nav and logo light as well, and I think we're good here. Just need to wait for this to align. And down here we'll go to the T-cars here. Put in Unicorn 122.8. We'll turn on the weather radar after this. Just have to wait for the displays to come on. Put the checklist here. Pre-flight interior and exterior inspection is complete. Oxygen mask is checked. Cargo smoke is checked. Voice recorder is checked as well. Air conditioning panel is set. Air conditioning is okay. I think the displays are coming out alive. There are two auto packs. We'll go to auto. We will get the ground air unit as well. Ice protection panel is off or is set. Annunciator lights is checked. Passenger signs. We will request for boarding. No smoking signs are on as well. Flight control panel is checked or is set. Altimeters, we haven't set that yet. The altimeter at San Francisco right now is 3025. And I have to open the doors. Okay, altimeter is 3025, which we'll set right now. They're opening the cargo doors. It's open right now. Okay, emergency lights to arm, which is right here. Follow the checklist. Parking brake is set. Fire warning is checked. Flight and nav instruments are checked. Both sides. Takeoff warning checked. Fuel switches are off. Radio and transponder is set. Radar is off. Aileron and rudder trim hasn't been set yet. Departure briefing complete. Logbook and QRH is on board. Fuel required is already verified on the add-on manager, so it's good. So we just need to wait for every single passenger to board, and we should be good. IRS is in a line. Okay, so we'll just put in the flight plan. Today we're going from San Francisco to Salt Lake City, which is Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. Put that in. Align RS. Okay. Cost index. Let me check. I don't have a cost index. I'm just gonna put in 20. Flight level today would be 310. Flight number is Delta 7. I don't even know what's my flight number. That's great. Should be Delta 746 if I didn't forget that. The RS should align soon. We'll go to the next page. We've got the block today of 11.1. This takeoff gross weight would be from here. I'll get it from here. It's status, which is 55.0. And then that's set. Insufficient fuel should be sufficient. Not sure what that is. Oh wait, I know what it is. It's the takeoff, which is right there. 50.0 is the zero fuel weight. Whoops. 22.7. This, I think we can leave it empty. Next page. We got no next page, so we'll go to flight plan. Sit would be runway 19 right. And then we'll be taking the departure of City 3 and Mogi transition. Insert. After Mogi, Airways Q122. Record. Q124. BBL. And then Watt 5 arrival, which we don't have to put in. Insert, which is all good. Thrust limits, flexing to 57. Turn to perf mode. Takeoff and approach. Flaps 13. Slope is 0. Wind is, let's check that. Right now wind is 4. Outside air temperature is 15 degrees, and that is the V speeds, which is supposed to be correct. All good now. We can request for push in a moment. I need to turn on the APU. Run, put that to on. Sorry, off. Start. Yeah, I think it's correct this way. it's not gonna start. Never mind, I will just wait, give me a second, I'll just follow this. The door's supposed to be closed. It's already, yep, it's all done. Let's go over here and settings, sorry, exterior. Close the doors, put away the power unit, turn on the fuel pumps, turn off the PACS isolation valve to open, turn the APU on, which is starting. We can also put the jet base back, and I think the doors are closed. Okay, now let's turn on the beacon light because we're gonna push. Prepare for pushback in departure. Once APU is on, which is on right now, turn that off. Ground power unit can be off as well. Parking brake is set, so we are ready for startup. So this is quite a complex aircraft, in my opinion, although I've flown the MD-11, but I still find this a bit more complicated.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Although most of the stuff are similar. (148), flight level 310. Way past that.
Locking gear.
IRS has aligned, which is all good. Just in time for our departure.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Hydraulics to on. Whoops. Which are on now. Fuel panel is set. Transponder alt to on. Which is done. Engine start. Right engine. Let's see. Okay, it's actually rising. I thought I did something wrong right there. Okay, that sounds better. Wait for that to go in. We will check our lights are on, which is all on, which is good. Let's put this to progress page, which is all good. After start, engine NTIs as required, air condition will be set. Okay. Parking brakes are set. Okay, that engine is stabilized. We can go ahead and turn on the left engine.
Left is
Okay, all good. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Weather to on. We just put the gain to max. It was raining yesterday, but I didn't manage to record a video because there was some problems with the tomato shade thingy, and I managed to fix it today, so it's all good now. You can see a bit of spots there. Takes quite some time to spool up. What's this? Right, okay, that's all done. We don't need these lights, we just need the taxi lights. Flaps will be set to 13, and then spoilers to arm. Takeoff speeds are verified. Stabilizer trim is we need to set that right here. Let me check the stabilizer trim. 3.6, which is right there. All good. Engine left is good. We can turn off the APU. All good now. And delayed after start. Nope, we don't have that. We can go to before takeoff. Right, so we're all good now. We can taxi to the runway. Before that, let's turn on the PACs. Right, that's good. Let's go. Right, runway 19 right is all the way there. Okay, so quite a long taxi. First, now to set it TARA, landing lights on, flight attendants notified and acknowledged. Right, backtrack all the way to the end. Okay, let's get prepared for takeoff. I don't know what's the flickers there. No, there's no flicker. Okay, landing lights on. And then one important thing that we also have to do is just line up. Okay, auto flight is checked and we can power up for takeoff. Trust is set. I don't know what.
Stabilizer.
V1 rotate. And positive climb. Yep. Right, it's a kind of a good view of the city, beside the city rather. Put auto flight, check flaps to 0, and then we still have the slats, which we will
stabilizer motion.
We check right now. Gear is up and off.
Stabilizer motion.
I don't know why it's trying to
stabilizer motion.
It's trying to climb too fast. Don't know what's it trying to do. Nav. Right, after takeoff we can turn off the nose lights, and that's all we need to turn off. Spoilers can go to disarm.
Stabilizer motion.
FMS speed. And we are all good.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, let's go through the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear up, hydraulic aux trans switch to off. APU is off, flaps are up, flaps takeoff selector 5,
stabilizer
spoiler
motion.
is disarmed, EAD is checked, and there is nothing. Anyway guys, I will be back with you when I am descending. Stay tuned. Hey guys, we are back right now at 9,000 feet. We've just descended. I've time-lapsed a bit of the descent. As you can see all the lighting, which is amazing. Yep, so the airport is... oh my gosh, I just dropped my controller. The airport is somewhere over there. It's pretty confusing because there's so much lights around. So anyway, I'm gonna turn this on, which we got the localizer. I'm gonna get the flaps to 3.
Stabilizer motion.
Yup. I know. I've got the speed down all the way to 150. Get it down to 138. 138 is the VAPP speed, so that's what we got to do. Gear down. Gear is down. Flaps 13. Not very used to the flaps. Flaps 18. We should be good. We've got the localizer and the glide slope, and the runway is just ahead. Flaps 40. Speed brake to arm. Right, so landing checklist, landing gear is down to green, flaps is set to 40, spoilers are armed, EAD is checked. And that's green.
Stabilizer motion.
Go around altitude is set, so we are all good. At 1000 feet, I will just take the autopilot out. Correction, there's no 1000 feet, so at around 5000 feet or less, I'll take the autopilot out. Oh wait, there is 1000 feet. Okay, let's do this. 1000 is checked.
Autopilot.
Manual control. As usual, my joystick is noisy, so just ignore that. Looking good on the approach. Now it's up to 8 knots of crosswind. A bit too high, to get a bit lower.
500.
Checked. Stable.
400.
Checked.
$300.
Checked.
200.
Checked.
100. 50. 40.
Glide slope.
20. 10. 5.
Oh, a bit of a floater. Reverse us. And now we can deploy reversers. Don't know why it took so long. That's probably why. 60 knots, minimum braking. It's probably because my controller was in there, that's why. I was plugged in, that's why too many controllers. We have a problem. We'll take the next exit. The spoilers are down. Flaps and slats retracted. Brake overheat, no problem. We just let it cool afterwards. Right, okay. Now let's turn off the landing lights. Whoops. Put this to taxi. Ground flood lights, we don't need that. APU to on. When you try to nail the perfect parking, but there's always something that messes up. Come on. Okay, good. Parking brake, APU's on, engine shut down. I can turn the storm on, dome on. We can, okay, look at the shutdown checklist on our tablet, if we can find it. Shutdown checklist, parking brake is set, seatbelt signs to off. Hydraulics, trans aux, air condition panel is set. In a moment, turn the PACS to off. And then the air fuel panel is going to be set, and ice protection panel is off, beacon to off. You can let that remain on. Fuel panel set, fuel switches to off, which are all off, and we're done. Request deboarding. One more thing we can do is turn off the RS, put this to off, this as well to off, or standby. Everything else is checked, clock to stop. Which is 1 hour 20 minutes. We will open the doors. Open those two as well. Ground power unit. Sold auto jet base. Sorry guys, a bit of technical issues. I don't understand why it doesn't allow me to select the gate. I think I know why. It's probably because GSX got me to park too far. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like and to subscribe. And yeah, I will be posting or streaming soon. So take it easy, guys, and peace out.